Hey guys, so a while back I promised I would go ahead and make a guide to my werewolf tank build. So I know it's been a while and I apologize for that. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and put that up this evening, show you what I'm doing now that I finally got my gear and build down. Now this is not perfect and everybody's is going to be, probably a little tweaks and a little bit differences here and there. But this is what I got. So starting off, as you can see, I'm on the left, not on the right there. I have the werewolf morph. For, where is it? Pack leader. The reason I got that, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time finding this tonight. All right, so pack leader, the reason I had for that, where was it? Pack leader, you take 10% less damage, you summon the 2 dire wolves, but you also grant yourself and nearby allies with minor courage. This is more of, I say, a tank skill because it helps everyone else out and not just you. So that's why I use that. That was a major thing I wanted to get out of the way. Your choices for skills, that's all up to you. I don't think it makes too huge of a difference, so kind of pick whatever. What people probably more care about is gear, though. So for gear, I did... obviously, the first set I needed was Tormentor because Tormentor allows you to... what's it called, aggro stuff by leaping. And it's not bad, gives you health, 4% healing, and that number 5, like I was saying, when you deal direct damage with a charge, leap, teleport, or pull ability, you gain 35-15 physical and spell resistance, and you taunt the enemy to attack you for 15 seconds. This is the only way you're going to be able to, taunt as a werewolf. You are gonna run into a couple problems. One of them is Pounce is broken. I don't know if any people play Werewolf out there right now, anyone watching this, but you probably know that sometimes Pounce will just stop working randomly, and you have to, go out of Werewolf and come back to get it back again, which is kind of a pain. So it's always a good idea to have your, sword and board so you have something to taunt with when you're not in Werewolf. Anyway, with that being said, yeah, Tormentor is the first that I use, and... I don't think it really matters, the enchantments or anything for this. I haven't messed with it too much. My other stuff, though, I use, once again, for my, all my weapons are all Tormentor stuff. I use Nirnhoned for the main hand, so I can do, a little bit more damage. All right, let's go down to my 2-piece. My 2-piece, I use Veladrith with Divine, I believe. Or no, I used Infused on the big pieces. So you can get that extra, boost you're going to need. So you get your, if you use a tri-stat like I do, the extra 542, 596, and 542 for Magicka, health, and stamina. Veladrith does 129 weapon damage, so that gives you a little bit of an extra boosted damage, which you're going to need. And it's just something that's there all the time. It doesn't proc or anything, so it's a nice thing to have in my opinion. The second one, when you deal damage, you have a 20% chance to spawn 3 disease spores in front of you. After 1 second, they deal 14-15 disease damage to the first enemy they hit. This effect can occur every 8 seconds. I like this because, you're pretty much always in combat. It procs pretty decently. And hey, that's more damage. You could also use a Selene set that has the bear that comes out and attacks also. I personally just like this one because I think it has the best number 1 stat on it. So, my next set I decided to use was Eternal Vigor. Once again, tri-stat on a big, or I think I did tri-stat, let me see, I did tri-stat on all the pieces. So, but this one I also used Infused to get you a bigger bonus. So, I like this one because it has a lot of recoveries, and you're really going to need it because stamina and Magicka is kind of a pain when you're, in Werewolf, and the way, because Tormentor doesn't give you much when it comes to recoveries. So if you're bad at, holding your, or managing your resources, this can be really helpful. But for the second set, you can honestly use whatever you want. I just found this to work the best. So you got the 2-piece is Magicka recovery, which is good for when you're healing. 3-piece stamina recovery. Fourth bonus is health recovery. The nice thing is this has 2 number 5s. One of them gives you a max of 1374 health. And then the number 5, the second 5 is really nice because you get that 329 stamina and Magicka recovery while your health is above 50%, which it should be if you have a good group. But if it does drop below, you get almost 1,000 health recovery while your health is 50% or less. Now this is going to vary depending on your what, if it's gold or purple, and what your Mundus stone is and all of that. But this seems to work out really good for me. I still have to I still struggle a little bit, but this worked the best. So yeah, those are basically all my small pieces. By the way, I use Mundus stone on, and they all still have the triple stat enchantment. So let's see. Now for my neck or my accessories, now this one I might change a little bit. They all have weapon damage, so you get a little boost to weapon damage. And then I did Bloodthirsty on them. I might change that to Infuse though, just so you do even more weapon damage. I'm not sure on that though. So yeah, that's what I did with all those. Yeah, we've already seen the stats. Okay, now let me show you what my overall stats for this character. So I got not much, 13k magicka, about 32k health, and about 26k stamina. My weapon damage though is what I like for being a tank, 4432. Now this gets me, it depends on the group, but anywhere from 15 to 20k DPS. And then on top of that, you look at my physical and spell resistances, about 29k, and last I read it maxes out about 32k is about where it stops becoming effective. So yeah, those are my stats. You can see my attribute points here. Mostly in stamina, but I did give myself summon health, and I might adjust that even more. I found that, at least in my experience, 35k is a pretty good number for health. It gives you a good little buffer in case you mess up. 30k, about where I am now, you really have to be on your toes. Make sure you don't mess up, or you will get one-shotted on occasion. And so far, this build has been pretty good for all the standard, even vet dungeons. I haven't really tried any DLC vet dungeons yet on this character, and I don't know if I ever will. It's mostly just for, let's say I want to do a dungeon and I need transmutes or something, and I'm tired of dealing with pugs that are horrible. I can tank, and I can make up for some of that damage. So yeah, that's pretty much my build. I'll do a quick, I'll add in a couple like boss fights here just to show you my DPS. And I also, by the way, I use the triple trifle pocket. This increases your max health by about 5k and your stamina recovery by 451, which is very helpful. I know nobody ever recommends this one, but I like it. For my boon, I chose the warrior because that increases your weapon damage also. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's that minor courage I was talking about for pack leader. Major brutality from being werewolf. And I believe the major savagery is because I am... Let's see. Honestly, I don't remember where that came from. Oh, one more thing. I did choose Orc for my race, just because. See, I have Orc, and this is a Nightblade. So the reason I chose Orc, if I go to my skills, you have. Where was it? Orc skills. So you got Brawny, increases your max stamina, something I really needed. Unflinching Rage increases your max health by 1,000, and when you deal damage with the weapon ability, you deal 600. You heal for 600 health, which is a good thing for a tank because you're always attacking. And then Swift Warrior, which also increases your weapon damage again, and reduces the cost of sprint by 12% and increases the movement speed bonus of sprint by 10%. This wasn't a big thing for me. It was mostly about the weapon damage. Anything I could get for weapon damage, I went with. So Orc for me was personally my favorite, for this. So that's pretty much everything for the build itself. Like I said, as far as your skills go, it's completely up to you what you choose. Everyone's going to be a little bit different, but that's what I went. As far as like my champion points, I can show you those. Those are kind of, I based them a lot off other builds I've seen. Like for DPS points, for my DPS points, I kind of went with what Lcast said for DPS. So let's see, like I did, okay, nothing there, nothing in the Thief. Oh, actually, sorry, yeah, in the Lover, I did 100 Tenacity for increasing my magic and stamina fully charged heavy attacks. Healthy, increased my health recovery, 100 on that, and then 70 for Mooncalf for stamina recovery. I might change that, I'm not sure yet. Nothing else there. Nothing in the Apprentice. Okay. The Atronach, I did 44 Physical Weapon Expert, 66 Master at Arms. The Ritual, 20 for Thaumaturge. I can't even say it. I'm not going to pretend I can. 52 for Precise Strikes, 24 for piercing, just to help with what's called penetration, and then 64 for mighty. Over here, 72 for ironclad, reduce damage from direct attacks. 46 for spell shield. This is for just increasing my spell resistance. And then let's see, 52 for heavy armor focus to increase my physical resistance. Also, I wanted to get that up there. And then quick recovery for a tank. This is helpful because it increases your healing that you get, that you receive. So it makes it a little bit easier for the healer and for you. That is pretty much it I want to say. Yeah, if there's anything else, just ask. One more thing. For my gear, I did go, I think I went 5-1-1. Yeah, medium helmet and light shoulders, and then heavy for everything else. Just so you get the, I think it's Undaunted or Fighters Guild. Let me see. No, I want to say it's Undaunted. Undaunted. Yeah, Undaunted Metal. So you increase your health, your max health, stamina, and magic for 2% per type of armor. Heavy, medium, and light you have equipped. So it's 6% more HP. It's not a lot, but when you're looking at a number you want to quite, you're not that far from the number you want, everything helps. So yeah, that is absolutely everything I have so far. I'm going to go ahead and just kill a few bosses, let you see what kind of DPS I can do. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I'll have some more videos out here pretty soon. I'm taking a little bit of a break from work. Well, I won't say taking a break, but I'm going to be working less hours, so it'll give me more time. So yeah, once again, thanks for guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video.